Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here because today we're about to embark on a journey that's a little different from your typical travel adventure. If you've ever wondered what makes America truly unique, you're in for a treat. Today we're taking a road trip across America, but not to see the Grand Canyon or Times Square. Nope, we're skipping the usual tourist hotspots and heading straight for the heart of the country, those quirky, offbeat small towns you might never have heard of. Buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the wacky world of small-town laws. These aren't your average rules. They're the kind of laws that make you do a double take and wonder how they ever got written in the first place. These are the kinds of laws that make you scratch your head and say, wait, what? Imagine being told you can't walk backwards after sunset, or that it's illegal to whistle underwater. Sounds wild, right? We're talking about real-life, on-the-books laws that are so strange, so unbelievable, you'll be wondering if you accidentally stumbled onto a prank show. But nope, these are all 100% legit and they're still on the books today. But trust me folks, this is 100% real. We've done the research and we're here to share the weirdest, funniest, and most head-scratching laws from across the country. Get ready to have your mind blown. You'll be laughing, you'll be shocked, and you might even want to plan your own road trip just to see these places for yourself. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our crazy adventures. We're always on the lookout for the next bizarre story or hidden gem, and you'll want to be along for the ride. We've got a ton of fun stuff coming up, and you won't want to miss a single bit of it. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's get ready to explore the weirdest side of America together. All right, folks, first stop, Kentucky, the land of bourbon, horses, and a very specific law about ice cream. Apparently in Kentucky, it's illegal to walk around with an ice cream cone in your back pocket. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But there's actually a pretty funny reason behind it. Back in the day, horse thieves would lure horses away with ice cream cones, tempting them with a sweet treat. So, to crack down on horse thievery, they slapped a law on carrying ice cream in your back pocket. I guess the horses were powerless against a good scoop of vanilla. Next up, we're heading north to Vermont, where they've got a law that's just plain baffling. Get this, in Vermont, it's illegal to whistle underwater. I mean, who even tries to whistle underwater? It's like trying to juggle with your feet. It just doesn't work. Maybe Vermonters have some secret underwater whistling technique that we don't know about. Or maybe they just really value peace and quiet, even in the depths of their lakes. Whatever the reason, I think we can all agree that this law is just plain weird. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the chicken crossing the road capital of the world. Quitman, Georgia. You heard that right? In Quitman, it's against the law for chickens to cross the road. I guess someone finally got tired of that age-old question, but seriously, can you imagine being a chicken in Quitman? You're just trying to get to the other side. Maybe grab a bite to eat and bam! You're breaking the law. Talk about a tough town to be a bird. Next stop, Hollywood, California. The land of glitz, glamour, and a surprising ban on silly string. That's right, folks. In Hollywood, you can't spray silly string on Halloween. I guess they're trying to avoid a sticky situation. Can you imagine the chaos if everyone was running around spraying that stuff? It would be like a giant spiderweb fight, only 10 times messier. So if you're planning on trick-or-treating in Hollywood, leave the silly string at home. Hold on tight because we're about to dive into the wild and wonderfully weird world of Arizona law. You might think you've heard it all, but trust me, this one is going to surprise you. Arizona is famous for its stunning deserts, quirky small towns, and, as it turns out, some truly unique rules that you won't find anywhere else in the country. Believe it or not, in the state of Arizona, it's actually illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. Yes, you heard that right, a bathtub. This isn't just some urban legend or a joke, it's a real law that's still on the books today. It sounds silly, but there's a reason behind it. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never even seen a donkey anywhere near a bathtub, let alone trying to take a nap in one. It's the kind of thing that makes you wonder how such a law ever came to exist in the first place. But as strange as it sounds, there's actually a pretty interesting and even a little bit hilarious story behind this law. It's a perfect example of how real-life events can lead to some of the most unexpected rules. Back in the 1920s, in a small Arizona town, a merchant's donkey managed to wander off and found its way into an empty house. And what did it do? It climbed right into the bathtub and decided that was the perfect spot for a nap. The townspeople couldn't believe their eyes. The whole town had a good laugh about the donkey's unusual choice of bed, but they also realized it could cause trouble if it happened again. So, just to be safe, and maybe to keep their bathtubs donkey-free, they passed a law to make sure no other donkeys would follow in those hoofsteps. Next up, we're heading to North Carolina, where they take their bingo very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that they have a law limiting bingo games to a maximum of 5 hours. That's right, folks. No marathon bingo sessions allowed. I guess they figure 5 hours is enough time to yell bingo until you're blue in the face. But hey, I'm curious, could you handle 5 hours of bingo? Let me know in the comments below. Get ready to tee off in Massachusetts, where they've got a law that's par for the course. Or maybe not. In Massachusetts, it's illegal to sell exploding golf balls. I mean, who even thought this was a good idea in the first place? Can you imagine hitting a hole-in-one and then suddenly, boom, your golf ball explodes? I guess they're just trying to keep things safe on the green. But seriously, who needs exploding golf balls when you've got mini pencils and those little flags to keep you entertained? Hold on to your appetites, folks, because we're about to enter the sandwich-loving state of Arkansas. But be warned, in Arkansas, it's illegal to honk your horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. I guess they take their late-night sandwich runs very seriously. Can you imagine being so desperate for a pastrami on rye that you risk a ticket by honking your horn? I guess the moral of the story is, plan your sandwich cravings accordingly. Get ready to walk this way. Or rather, don't walk that way in Devon, Connecticut. In this quirky town, it's against the law to walk backwards after sunset. I know it sounds completely bizarre. Maybe they're worried about people bumping into each other in the dark. Or maybe they just really like to see where they're going. Whatever the reason, I think we can all agree that this law is just plain strange. Attention all dancers, if you're in New Hampshire, you might want to keep your moves in check during the national anthem. That's right, folks, in New Hampshire, it's actually illegal to dance to the national anthem. I guess they believe in showing respect by standing at attention. But hey, I'm curious, have you ever busted a move during the national anthem? Let me know in the comments below. Hold on to your fishing rods, folks, and get ready for a story that's as wild as the Idaho wilderness itself. We're about to dive headfirst into the wonderfully quirky world of Idaho law, where the rules are sometimes stranger than fiction. Believe it or not, in the great state of Idaho, it's actually illegal to fish while sitting on the back of a giraffe. Yes, you heard that right. Giraffe fishing is officially off limits. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a giraffe anywhere near a fishing pole, let alone one being used as a fishing perch on the edge of a lake. This law is so oddly specific, so hilariously out there, that it makes you wonder what on earth inspired it. Was there a giraffe stampede at a fishing tournament? Did someone try to set a world record for the tallest fishing partner? Maybe, just maybe, there was once a rogue giraffe fisherman who caused chaos on Idaho's peaceful lakes, sparking lawmakers to take action. Or perhaps it's just the result of a lawmaker's wild sense of humor. Or maybe it's simply the product of someone's vivid imagination running wild during a slow day at the office, dreaming up the most unlikely scenario possible. Whatever the reason behind this bizarre rule, one thing's for sure. Idaho's giraffe fishing ban definitely deserves a spot on our list of the weirdest, most unforgettable small-town laws in America. Next stop, South Dakota, where they take their cheese very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that they have a law against sleeping in cheese factories. I guess they figure you can't have people dozing off while surrounded by all that deliciousness. Can you imagine waking up to the smell of cheddar and Swiss? Talk about a cheesy dream. But seriously, folks, I think we can all agree that sleeping on the job is never a good look, especially when cheese is involved. Hold on tight, because we're heading back to California for another round of wacky laws. This time we're talking about a law that's just plain common sense. No roller skating in public restrooms. I mean, seriously, who needs a law to tell them that? Can you imagine the chaos if everyone was zipping around the bathroom on roller skates? It would be like a scene out of a slapstick comedy, only with more, well, you know. So let's all agree to leave our roller skates at the door when nature calls, shall we? Get ready to dig in, folks, because we're about to enter the fried chicken capital of the world, Gainesville, Georgia. But be warned, in Gainesville, there's a very specific way to enjoy your fried chicken. That's right, folks. In Gainesville, it's illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork. I guess they figure the only way to truly savor the crispy, juicy goodness is to use your hands. And you know what? They're right. So, ditch the silverware and get ready to enjoy some finger-licking good fried chicken. Last but not least, we're wrapping up our journey in Georgia with a law that's both strange and understandable. In Georgia, it's illegal to swear in front of a dead body. I know, it sounds a little out there. But when you think about it, it's actually a sign of respect for the deceased. It's about maintaining a sense of decorum and solemnity during a difficult time. So, while it might seem like a strange law on the surface, there's actually a good reason behind it. And there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour of America's weirdest small-town laws. From ice cream in your back pocket to donkey slumber parties in bathtubs, we've seen it all. I hope you had as much fun on this wacky journey as I did. If you're hungry for more crazy adventures, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. And hey, if you know of any other weird laws out there, drop them in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay weird, and keep exploring.